Hey there, my name is Lexi, and thank you so much for joining me for another YouTube video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a radio-friendly, clean version of your song. So let's say that you or a client of yours recorded a song and it has a lot of profanity, but you want to be able to put it on the radio so the masses can hear it. But radio has rules. You can't just have your song saying any and everything on the radio. You got to clean it up and make it nice for everyone to be able to hear. So in this video, that's what I'm going to show you how to do. Using the example of one of my clients, their names are TBE. Well, that's the name of their collective anyway. They go by TBE, which stands for Trauma Boyz ENT. And they're a group of guys who they like to rap, they like to have fun, and you know, they like to play with words on the track. So we're gonna see if we can help them clean this up. I've already listened to the song, so I'm just gonna play the first verse for you, a little bit of the hook as well. So you can get an idea of what it sounds like and hear the work that needs to be done. So let's just jump right into it.
Pressure, rolling pressures, try and see something better. Try and see something better. Try and see something. Got me feeling like big, like I'm ready to die. And if you touch me, all my niggas coming ready to ride. If she come through tonight, she catching more than the vibe. If she come through the night, she fucking me or the squad. Yeah, moving in the matrix, but I'm in the facade. When I get high as fuck, sometimes I'm talking to God. The other day, told a nigga to just stay on the grind. Tell me what you got to offer, what you lay on the line. Ain't no love in this bitch, I ain't just saying the rhyme.
Alright, so yeah, that is the first verse of the song. I've already listened, and the hook and the intro of the song, it sounds fine. There's no cursing in it. So for the purposes of trying to keep this video short, we're just going to leave that alone. So now I'm going to take you through my process of what I do when I am cleaning up a track. So the first thing you want to do is you want to listen through your verse and mark where you hear all the bad words, all the words that you need to take out, and anything that might even sound questionable to you. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to listen through and we're going to mark where those bad words are. If you're using a Mac computer, or Windows computer, I guess too, on the numerical pad, simply press enter and then new memory location will come up. We're going to do stars because it's the quickest thing for me to label instead of trying to spell out each individual word. So each time I hear the word, push enter, star, keep it pushing, keep it pushing. All right, so here we go.
See something better, try and see something. Got me feeling like big, like I'm ready to die. And if you touch me, all my niggas coming ready to ride. If she come through the night, she catching more than the vibe. If she come through the night, she fucking me or the squad. Yeah, moving in the matrix, but I'm in the facade. When I get high as fuck, sometimes I'm talking to God. The other day, told a nigga to just stay on the grind. Tell me what you got to offer, what you lay on the line. Ain't no love in this bitch, I ain't just saying the rhyme. Under pressure, roller pressure, pipes busting the line. Under pressure, swear like heavy metal. But out the concrete, grew the fucking rose petal. Under pressure, rolling pressure, trying to see something better.
Alright, so we've gone through our first verse, and from the markers you can see that I was going through and marking where I heard all the curse words. So now we're going to go through, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this track, because when it comes to like saving stuff, I don't want to have made all of my edits and then the client decides that they want, you know, like a dirty version as well. But now I have to go back and take out all those edits. To save for the heartache, I just duplicate the track, active playlist, alternate playlist, keep all of that on there. It's going to automatically copy all of the audio on this whole track line for me. And I'm just going to mute this out. I'm going to call our new track whatever the original track was called, but clean. So now I'm only going to work with this. Another thing to keep in mind when you're editing, you want to edit one layer at a time. So you're going to have in your song, you're going to have leads, you're going to have ad-libs, you're going to have dubs and in and outs and maybe speaking roles. So you have to keep in mind that there may be more than one layer cursing at once. So you have to make sure that you're combing through all of those layers of the song so that none of it has any curse words. But we're focused on just his verse and the leads in his verse, so I'm going to solo that and only focus on that. And yeah, let's just go through it. We're going to do it without the music. We're going to take it out, and then we're going to come back and see how it sounds with the music playing behind it. Another consideration you want to think about when you are editing your songs. Right now I'm in grid mode, which means that I'm at the mercy of the grid and the rhythm or structure of the song. You see how it keeps snapping to these equal increments? Well, that can be kind of annoying when I'm trying to isolate specific words. Let's say I just want this region here, but I can't isolate it because I'm in grid mode, or I have to keep holding down command, which I could do, or I could just switch to grid mode, slip mode, excuse me. So up in this top left hand corner, switch from grid to slip. Another thing that might be very helpful for you, oh, and now in slip mode I can just move freely any direction I need to, as much distance as I need to, or length. And another consideration to that you want to think about is the size of your waveform. So this actual track is going to be pretty difficult to, you know, cut out audio if my waveform or my track line is this small. So make sure it's at a nice comfortable size for you. I think I like these to be large because they're just easier to see. And because this is the one I'm focusing on, I'll let that be the biggest one that I'm working on. So boom. If you find that your waveform is too skimpy or too skinny looking and it's a bit hard to look at, you can change the size of your waveform as well. So if you look in the top left hand corner of your screen at this little button right here, you can go up to make your waveform bigger. You can go down to make your waveform appear smaller. So it's not affecting the gain or the signal of your recording. It's just affecting how big your waveform looks. It's just a visual representation. So if it makes it easier for you to have bigger waveforms, then go ahead and make them bigger. If you don't mind smaller waveforms, then hey, do what you do. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this editing. We're in slip mode, which is going to make it easier. We have our markers, so I know where all of my curse words are going to be. Let's get it started.
My niggas coming ready to rock. Niggas coming ready.
Boom.
Niggas
So I'm looking for the beginning of the word and where the word ends.
coming ready to rock.
So that sounds like it's going to take out. So when you're actually going through and cleaning up this audio, you have one of three options. You can either mute the track or delete it, or you can use a reverse effect, or you can use a slowdown effect using verify. So what I did was I just chopped the word and I separated the waveform by pressing B. That's the short key to do it. And I separated it from the rest of the waveform, and I used Command M to mute it. Now that's simply going to make it so that I don't hear it.
Touch me on my coming ready to ride.
Or I can do a reverse or a slowdown effect. So to get those effects, I'm going to go up to Audio Suite, go to Other, scroll down until I see Reverse. Boom, that's one option. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up my Verify or Slowdown. Slowdown is part of Verify. I'm going to hold Shift and then click on Verify so I can see both of these at the same time, so I'm not having to go up and click on the effect that I want each time I'm going to a different word. That could be annoying and time consuming, and this job is tedious enough. You want to give yourself as simple steps as possible. So we have the reverse. Render that, see how it sounds.
Touch me on my coming ready to ride.
That's how the reverse is going to sound. If I slow it down, this is how it's going to sound.
Touch me on my nigga coming ready to ride.
So depending on what you think sounds best with the track, or what you think your client will like with the track, that's going to determine whether you're going to use one of those three methods. So let's hear what that sounds like with the music.
I'm ready to die, and if you touch me on my nigga coming ready to ride.
So that's slowed down. What if I reverse it?
Die, and if you touch me on my nigga coming ready to ride.
That's the reverse. Or if I simply take it out.
Die, and if you touch me on my coming ready to ride.
Boom. So choose one of those three options, and that is what you're going to do for each and every curse word that you come across that you're going to clean up. You're just going to go through, and you can choose to keep your edits consistent as far as all of your edits are going to be mutes, or all of your edits are going to be a slowdown, or all of your edits are going to be reverse. You know, you can keep that consistency if you want to. That's taking it another step further as far as detail is concerned. For me, I typically like to keep the same effect because some songs have a lot of cursing in it, and it can just be very annoying to have to go in and, you know, cut the audio out and then put the effect on it. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot. It's already tedious work. And as I said before, you want to make this process as simple as possible for yourself, and you don't want to create any extra work for yourself unless you just feel it in your heart to do so. But I'm going to go through this song simply taking the effects out by muting them. You also want to keep in mind whether you're going to hear any clicks, and you can simply fade the beginnings and ends of the track. So let's hear if I have any clicks.
And if you touch me on my coming ready to ride.
There's a small one here.
On my coming.
Ooh, that's still pretty bad. I don't like it.
If you touch me on my coming ready to ride.
That sounds good. So now we're gonna go through. I'm gonna delete this marker because I fixed that problem. And the way that you delete a marker is you click and hold, and you drag it below that little this little line here, I guess, until it turns into a trash can, and that's how your marker will be deleted. But let's go ahead and go through, see what else we got here. So now let's hear how that sounds.
Feeling like big, like I'm ready to die. And if you touch me on my coming ready to ride. If she come through the night, she catching more than the vibe. If she come through the night, she me or the squad. Yeah, moving in the matrix, but I'm in the facade. When I get high, sometimes I'm talking to God. The other day he told her to just stay on the grind. Tell me what you got to offer, what you lay on the line. Ain't no love in this, ain't just saying the rhyme. Under pressure, roller pressure, pipes busting the line. Under pressure, sweat like heavy metal. But out the concrete, grew the rose petal. Under pressure, rolling pressure, trying to see something better.
All right, and that is how you clean up a song to make a nice clean radio version. Now, of course, I have more work that I need to do because I haven't gone through the entire song. I haven't listened to all of the verses, but the process is as simple as that. It can be tedious work sometimes, but and typically you can charge, if you want to, you can charge another fee to clean up, you know, the audio for your client. That's an additional fee because it is taking up your time. I didn't do that for these guys because they're being gracious enough to let me use their video in this video tutorial. So I'm thankful for that. It's a nice trade-off, so I'm not even going to be worried about it. But yeah, that's how you do it. And if you're worried about which words are allowed on the radio and which ones are not allowed, all you have to do is a simple Google search. I believe the FCC is who you want to refer to on this. Something about communications. What does that mean? Federal Communications Commission. So yeah. Words allowed on the radio. It's a simple Google search. What words can be said on the radio? There are 7 dirty words. And those words are the S word, P word, F word, C word, M word, T word. And there are so many other pieces of colorful language that are considered dirty words or suggestive words. And I know some words pertaining to drugs can be considered, I guess, prohibited. So it's just a simple Google search to see which words are not allowed, not only on radio, but also broadcast television. So if you're having any difficulty, you know, deciding which words to take out or which lines or content or phrases to take out, then just do a quick, simple Google search and, you know, have some due diligence about it, see for yourself what it is. And that's really it. It's really simple. As I said, it is tedious, but it's a simple job to do. But anyway, I hope that you learned a lot today, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you can, you know, apply this to your next project that you have to clean up for the radio, and that your client makes it on the radio, or that you make it on the radio if you're the artist. And again, a big shout out and thank you to my clients, TBE, Trauma Boyz ENT, for allowing me to show this song called Busted Pipes on my YouTube channel. You can look in my link down below. I'm going to link their page through my description box. And yeah, big shout out to them, big thank you to them for allowing me to use this video, and thank you to the person watching this video. Got a little tongue-tied. Thank you for watching this video and taking the time to learn a little bit with me. I really appreciate it. And if you have any other questions, or if there's anything else you'd like to see, any other kind of videos or tutorials you'd like to see pertaining to engineering or being an artist in the industry, then just let me know in the comments below, or you can send me an email at info@lexiatl.com. Other than that, if you like what you saw and like what you heard, hit that thumbs up. That helps me a lot. Also comment, tell me what you liked, or comment, tell me what you didn't like. I welcome those as well. But other than that, again, thank you so much for watching. I am Lexi. Until next time, peace.